What are you wearing?
Sometimes you wear stretchy pants.
When why is that?
Today is your day because it's National Fast Food Day.
Yes, fast food.
Not fast food, good food quickly.
Fast food, okay?
Yeah, I love fast food.
Fast food day.
Love burgers and fries.
Fried chicken, pizza. It is National Fast Food Day today.
Happy National Fast Food Day.
Order up.
It's showtime.
Burgers and fries.
Hey.
You can get them right here. Happy Thursday.
Yeah, almost the weekend. By the weekend, things will be better. Kind of, weird day today with temps actually falling throughout the day.
There's something, I was watching some weatherhead explain it, that there's a trough coming through right now that's bringing all that cold air from Canada.
So we'll dip all the way down into the mid-20s tonight for the overnight low, but then we'll start to bounce back already tomorrow. Sunshine in mid-40s, and heck, by Saturday around 50. Bring it on.
Thank you.
Yeah. That full Fox forecast right there for you at 1079thefox.com. We've got 43 at 6:05.
16th day of November. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. Boy, several fire crews have been battling a fire in Cuba Township, Becker County, after multiple hay bales caught on fire. Now, how does that happen? Somebody lit that. First reports came in around noon yesterday. They've been there. They're still there now. Fire departments from Clay and Otter Tail counties are assisting crews in Becker. Crews stayed on the scene throughout the night and to this morning. The public is advised to avoid the area until further notice. Deer season's more than halfway over in Minnesota, and the Department of Natural Resources says has a fairly good idea about this year's harvest numbers. It says we're down about 15% statewide on harvest after the opening weekend, said Todd Frobig. He's the DNR's big game program supervisor. The southern part of the state isn't too far off from the 5-year mean. The population decreases up north are much more glaring. Specifically, the northeast and northwest parts of the state are down 35%, 22%, respectively, from the 5-year mean. That's quite a dip. The driver of a car stolen from a South Moorhead convenience store managed to get away on 3 tires after stop sticks were used on I-94.
Wow.
This is a heck of a story. Clay County Sheriff Mark Empton says the car was taken from Holiday Station Store on 34th Street South by a female about 10:45 a.m. yesterday morning. A commercial vehicle inspector at the MnDOT way station east of Moorhead spotted the car. A deputy followed, did not pursue while other law enforcement agencies could get into position to set up tire deflation equipment. Deputies and a state trooper alerted Barnesville police, and stop sticks flattened 1 tire. The driver continued east on the interstate with a deputy in pursuit. Empton said speeds reached 100 to 110 miles an hour.
Ooh.
Yeah, she exited at the Pelican Rapids exit, drove east for a short distance, and drove back onto I-94, traveling east in the westbound lanes. Law enforcement decided to end the pursuit. She entered the eastbound lane, continued eastbound. She and the car have not been found. Gene Simmons says, hand on the Bible, Kiss is done performing. Isn't he Jewish? That doesn't mean anything. But their brand will live on. They have a traveling live show of impersonators in the works, and a cartoon show, plus cruises, a movie, a museum in Vegas. Gene's like, why should I work?
Right.
Just sit back.
He's just going to sit back and count his money.
That's exactly what he says. There's a different live show in the works in Japan. He says it'll be 4 to 10 different traveling shows. So not just Japan, but everywhere. So you'll be able to be in Japan and have Japanese actors, musicians being us, and at the same time you can go to Vegas or New York and London.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're down to their last dozen shows or so, 10 shows, something like that.
I'm sure Gene's kicking himself saying, why didn't I do this 20 years ago?
Yeah, right.
Almost half of Americans will celebrate a Friendsgiving this year. We're planning on trying to do something like that.
Okay.
You guys?
No.
Getting together with friends? Having another Thanksgiving meal, but with friends.
Yeah, no.
Not with your family, but with friends.
No, actually, I don't think we are.
Heads up today only. Starbucks is giving away those red reusable cups.
Okay.
To any customers who order any size holiday drinks, but
yeah, I think we have.
They're
a few
probably
of them
already gone.
Yeah.
Backdraft for real. A firefighter in Michigan was accused of arson after he was caught actively fighting a fire that he started.
Oh.
Yeah. And finally, a third of us think that we'd be among the last standing in an apocalypse. Here's a fun stat. People who asked who they'd want on their apocalypse survival team.
Yeah.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson got more votes than Superman.
Oh, really? Wow.
Shake my head. It's Superman.
I don't know. The Rock seems to be unstoppable, right?
Shake my head. Top signs you wouldn't survive the apocalypse. You can't break a nail without announcing it. You're the first to go. You're lunch.
You're out of here.
That's it for now.
All right, headlines brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. Coming up this morning, do you think women should be allowed to go topless in public? You know, just like us dudes. Yeah, you can weigh in on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com.
Doesn't mean we should.
Right.
A lot of us.
We'll have that great debate coming up next hour. Meanwhile, if you want to fill your fridge for the holidays, tune in at 8:15. The T-Wolves squared off against the Suns last night, so we'll check that scoreboard for you next in sports.
Based upon the timeline, we didn't think we'd be able to have him very much in the building, and he's already been in a bunch of quarterback meetings, and I know him and Josh have talked a lot, and him and I have talked a lot. I just asked him, I want you to be involved. I want you to be around our team, be around. He's going to start traveling when he gets cleared to do that, and I think it'll just be a huge bonus for everybody to have him around.
You bet. There's our coach talking about Kirk being in the building and being around the team as much as he can. He was even out earlier this week on his scooter serving Thanksgiving Day meals in the community. How about this guy, huh? This guy
You gotta love it.
Continues to just impress. You just want to hug him. He's just such a good person. You know what I mean? He's just such a good person. Meanwhile, Anthony Barr officially in the building, too, after he officially signed to rejoin the team. He's going to be sporting a new number. That'll be 54 because his old number, 55, is already in use. So, of course, if you remember, 54 was worn by his teammate, Eric Kendrick. So he didn't have to, but he called him for his blessing. And, of course, Kendrick said...
that's good. That's
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, Kendrick says you bet, for sure. So, yeah.
You're not using it, are you, Eric?
Yeah. Nope. Meanwhile, the Vikings preparing to take on the Broncos this Sunday night. Week 11 is here tonight. Thursday Night Football should be a good one. The Bengals and the Ravens.
That should be a good one.
Yeah. In other NFL news, the Bears quarterback there, Justin Fields, expected to play on Sunday against the Detroit Lions. Fields hasn't played since we knocked him out 4 or 5 weeks ago, that was. There are now 14 former Bison in the NFL, 13 of those on active rosters. Rookie Spencer Wagey just signed with the 49ers practice squad yesterday, so nice to see that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, our Bison preparing for their final regular season game down there in northern Iowa. And doesn't mean you still can't tailgate. We've got that ultimate tailgate package up for grabs again this week. In fact, if you're on our fan page on Facebook right now, you can see the live shot of all the meat and booze you can win. Yeah, it's all brought to you by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. Win free meat, free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team, too. Yeah, for your chance to score this prize pack, make sure you're a fan on the Fox on Facebook. Look for that post right now, and we'll be drawing one lucky fan tomorrow. Our Bison men are back on the hardwood tonight. We'll have it for you live from Missoula, Montana. Coverage at 8, tip-off at 9 tonight here on your Bison Nation station. Last night on the hardwood floor there, the Suns scorched our Wolves 133-115. That's your Fox Sports. At Fox Forecast again today with temps falling all the way down into the mid-20s tonight for the overnight low. And then we'll start to bounce back again tomorrow for Friday with a high in the mid to upper 40s. And by Saturday, right around 50 again.
Love it.
It's all there for you. The full Fox forecast at 1079thefox.com. We've got 43 at 616.
Well, it's coming this weekend. This year's Ice Fest at Shields. Karn's coming in to tell us all about it next.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show
on 107.9 The Fox.
And it's always a good day when our friend Karn from Shields is here, man.
Hey, that's me.
Ice Fest, 10th anniversary.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
Yeah, I can't either.
Bananas.
We blinked.
Big milestone.
We blinked and it was 10 years of Ice Fest, which, feels a little different this year. The weather has been maybe a little less like we're building ice and a little more like I want to spend the weekend in the parking lot. So sign me up for that.
Exactly right.
There you go.
All kicks off tomorrow and goes through Sunday.
Yeah, and we're doing it big this year, you guys. So we've got that big tent back, the same one we had last year. So big, so impressionable. Everybody who's like, I didn't realize you were putting a Quonset in the parking lot.
Yeah, it actually has a closing door.
Yeah.
In this thing.
Two of them. Yeah, and working
fancy.
fire extinguishers.
Yeah. Well, that's important.
Safety
first.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're doing it big. We've got the big tent back, but the big thing this year is we've got over $25,000 in prizes that you can win. That's like the 10th anniversary, like the big
times 2.5.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We're going
to kick the
for
whole
it.
thing off, a Garmin a day.
A Garmin a day, yeah, that's a $3,300 live scope we're going to give away each day, and I'm so excited about the trip giveaways. When we sat and we planned this event, we said, how are we going to make this really special and do things that only Shields can do? So we called our friends. We called Jason Mitchell and said, hey, would you give away a trip to, guide and fish with you on Devil's Lake? We called our friends at Lake of the Woods and said, hey, would you guys do an ultimate ice fishing giveaway? And we called Matt Cornell up at Lake Winnipeg and said, Matt, would you give away a fishing trip? And everybody, so each day, Friday, you can register to win Devil's Lake. Saturday, Lake of the Woods. Sunday will be Lake Winnipeg. You can register all 3 days.
Okay,
so you could maybe win all 3 trips.
How about that?
Don't lose out on this. And then free buckets every day. First 250 people tomorrow. And on Saturday and Sunday, you're going to get a 5-gallon Shields bucket just for showing up.
And the line of people every year just to get that free bucket is always insane. So it's a Shields bucket this year. We're really excited about it. And first 250 tomorrow and then 100 on Saturday and Sunday.
And there's going to be some new items to check out, too.
Yeah, new inventory from our friends at Snow Bear.
Yep. So Adam will be back. We'll be hanging out. We'll be hanging out with Adam. We probably won't need to hang out in the Snow Bear this year because it's not going to be quite as cold as it's been in the past. But he's got some really tricked out units he's going to be dropping off and having this weekend. And then, of course, Outlet Recreation with their their ice castles will be on site.
Those things are just Cadillacs.
They make the experience so comfortable.
Bombardier from Lake of the Woods is going to be up there,
How about
too.
that?
Wicked.
So if you guys have never seen one of those or traveled in one, that's what they use when they're up there on the Rainy River to travel across Lake of the Woods.
They do.
So they're going to be bringing one of those so that everybody can kind of just take a look and get a feel for it. And
yeah, they're big. They're a people
huge.
mover, man.
They're like a little minivan.
Awesome.
They're a minivan on ice.
And I like it because you never know when the flash sale is going to happen.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. So we've got all that, all your favorite things back at Ice Fest this year, just celebrating it real super big with the 10th anniversary, and we couldn't be more excited about it.
All brought to you by Clam. Gotta love those guys too, and they always put out great products every year as well.
They sure do. I've been told that this is the year of the house and this is the year of the clothing. So if you're in the market for a new house, whether that's a flip over style or a more permanent style, or a new ice suit, this is the year for you at Ice Fest.
All right. So if I want to be the first in line, come tomorrow. What time should I line up?
Early.
Yeah, like today.
Like, how about right now? It's always early. I mean, we're talking 90 minutes prior to door opening, so I won't be at all surprised if we start seeing people tomorrow around 7:15, 7:30 for that 9 o'clock opening.
All right, all kicks off tomorrow at 9 a.m., goes till 8, the 10th annual Ice Fest, all presented by Clam at the Shields parking lot right there on 45th Street South. Over $25,000 in prizes.
Woo! I can't believe it. Actually, the math, I'll give you a little secret. It's actually over $28,000 in prizes. My spreadsheet looks pretty sharp this week, so you don't want to miss it. You won't be able to miss it if you're at Shields and you don't see the big tent. You're at the wrong Shields. So make sure you join us at 45th Street.
Well, we will see you there. The Fox will be there tomorrow and Saturday as well. So we'll see you out there. Thanks, Karn.
Thanks, guys.
Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
Well, I guess the new trend is to have 2 dishwashers.
One on the right hand, one on the left hand. Yeah. 2 dishwashers. Thanksgiving's not that big of a deal.
I know, right? I don't even know where I'd put the second dishwasher. Out in the garage?
I think 2 toilets would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, you don't have 2
Side by side? No, side by side. Same room.
Love seat toilet.
Love seat.
Maybe across from each other so you can stare at each other.
Yeah. As long as they're not on top of each other. That's the Norwegian 2-holer. No waiting.
If that happens, you want to take the top toilet.
You want to take the top bunk, please.
I don't know, but apparently a trend of people having a second dishwasher installed is a thing. And for the obvious reasons. They can clean more.
Wow.
Clean more at once.
I run mine probably every other day.
Okay. Once it gets loaded, right?
Yeah.
And then so if you had a second dishwasher, you could unload that dishwasher and put it in the other dishwasher to save.
God, yeah, there wouldn't be a dish sitting in the sink ever. Just go from one dishwasher to the next. Or the cupboards.
Yeah, no.
Fill the cupboards full of snacks, and you just rotate between two dishwashers.
Yep, chips and buns.
And I guess you could always use the dishwashers as your storage for your big pots and pans and stuff.
Right,
at least one of them.
That or cooking fish.
Oh.
You can do all kinds of
cooking fish.
Oh, I've seen those videos. That just makes you want to throw up.
Oh, my God. Put a steak in the dishwasher. Should be done in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, no thanks.
Cycling now.
I did try this once, though, because I wear a lot of hats.
Oh, yeah.
And they say to throw your hats into the dishwasher.
I've done that.
And I have.
Yeah.
And it works.
Because in the washing machine, we got to worry about the bills getting messed up.
Getting all beat up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have done that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you could have one just for your hats.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Again, I just don't know where I'm going to put that second one. Next to the garage fridge.
Oh, I think your wife's got a pretty good idea where she can tell you to put it.
Wait, isn't she the second dishwasher? I don't.
What are you wearing?
Sometimes you wear stretchy pants.
Why is that?
Today is your day because it's National Fast Food Day.
Yes, fast food.
Not fast food, good food quickly.
Fast food, okay?
Yeah, I love fast food.
Fast food day.
Love burgers and fries.
Fried chicken, pizza. It is National Fast Food Day today.
Happy National Fast Food Day.
It's showtime.
Yeah.
Woo! Bring it on. Almost a weekend. Fast food day.
Cusp of the weekend Thursday, man. Yeah, it's all downhill from here.
Well, and that lead right into a short work week next week, too.
It does. 4-day work week.
Yeah.
Black Friday, they can ignore.
Mm-hmm. Other than today, the rest of the work week and weekend looks pretty good. Today, temps are actually falling. It's going to be windy, so not the best day of the week by any means. By tonight, a low in the 20s. And then by tomorrow, bouncing back with a high in the mid-40s, mostly sunny. And by Saturday, around 50 again. Check it out for yourself, that full Fox forecast, anytime at 1079thefox.com. We've got 43 at 701.
16th day of November. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. Well, several fire crews have been battling a fire in Cuba Township, Becker County, after multiple hay bales caught on fire. First report came in about noon yesterday. Fire departments from Clay and Ottertail are assisting crews in Becker. Crews stayed on the scene throughout the night into this morning. They're still there. Public is advised to avoid the area until further notice. Deer season's more than halfway over in Minnesota. The Department of Natural Resources has a fairly good idea about this year's harvest numbers. Says we're down about 15% statewide on harvest after the opening weekend. Southern part of the state isn't too far off from the 5-year mean, but population decreases up north are much more glaring. Specifically, northeast and northwest parts of the state are down 35% and 22% respectively from the 5-year mean. Quite a dip. Mm-hmm. Driver of a stolen car from the South Moorhead convenience store managed to get away on 3 tires after his stop sticks were used on I-94. The car was taken from a Holiday Superstation on 34th Street South by a female. About 10:45 yesterday morning, a commercial vehicle inspector at the MDOT way station east of Moorhead spotted the car. A deputy followed the vehicle, did not pursue, while other law enforcement agencies could get set up tire stop sticks, tire deflation. Well, they got one tire. She kept going.
Wow.
Speeds reached up to 110 miles an hour, and they stopped chasing her just for the safety.
Say, women drivers. I'll tell you what.
Man, that's crazy. Gene Simmons says, hand on the Bible, Kiss is done performing. What do they got, about a dozen shows left?
Yeah, something like that. I think down to 10, 11, 12, something like that. Yeah, it's wrapping up here in December. It's going to end just blocks from where they all started.
Where they all started.
Right there in
New York City.
New York City at Madison Square Garden. That's
MSG,
the last show.
Yeah. But the brand will live on, says Gene. They got a traveling live show of impersonators in the works, cartoon show, cruises, a movie, a museum. Crazy.
That dude just keeps rolling in the dough.
I mean, and this should be no surprise to anybody. Kiss coffins.
I know, right?
You know?
Oh, I had a Kiss lunch box when I was a kid.
And why wouldn't you?
Right?
Right. I want one today.
It was the coolest thing.
The Golden Bachelor ends soon. I think he just dies.
Oh.
I think I have to find him in a lounge chair by the pool, I think, or something like that. Well, the show's over, folks. Help yourself to all the shrimp and champagne.
There you go.
What kind of potatoes make the best mashed potatoes? Depends on the kind of texture you like.
Oh, sure.
If you want them light and fluffy, russets are the best.
All right.
If you like them thick and creamy, use Yukon Gold.
Oh,
if you like a blend, you can use them both. A 2-to-1 ratio, more Yukon than russet.
Oh, really?
I've never thought of blending that either, man. That's a great idea.
Why not?
Yep.
Yeah.
You bet.
Huh.
NASA Administrator Bob Cabana is leaving after 38 years. Rumor has it he's being pushed out because it's too many Uranus jokes. It just enough's enough.
Enough is enough.
And an Iowa teen grew 7,000 pounds of vegetables and gave them all away. That's impressive, but not too different from his teen neighbor who turned a bell pepper into a bong.
You know.
There you go.
Different strokes for different folks.
That's your news for now.
Okay, coming up this morning. Do you think women should be allowed to go topless in public, like us dudes, or like they do in other parts of the world? I don't know. You can leave that comment now on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. Plus, if you want to fill your fridge for the holidays, make sure you tune in at 8:15 this morning. We've got some Viking news for you next in sports.
Based on the timeline, we didn't think we'd be able to have him very much in the building, and he's already been in a bunch of quarterback meetings, and I know him and Josh have talked a lot, and him and I have talked a lot. I just asked him, I want you to be involved. I want you to be around our team, be around. He's going to start traveling when he gets cleared to do that, and I think it'll just be a huge bonus for everybody to have him around.
So cool to hear Captain Kirk hanging around the boys with the coach and asked to do stuff. And yeah, he was even serving Thanksgiving Day meals earlier this week while he's on his scooter. I mean, this guy.
Out on his rascal.
Yeah,
bunch of biscuits.
That's right. Also, hey, in the building is Anthony Barr. He officially signed, so he's in the building, and he's wearing a different number. 54. Yeah. Eric Kendrick's old number. And he actually called him to get his blessing. Not that he needed to. I mean, Kendricks isn't on the team anymore, but he did out of respect. And, of course, Kendrick said, go for it. 55 already. Anthony Barr's old number is in use. The Vikings getting ready to take on the Broncos on Sunday Night Football. Meanwhile, Week 11 is here tonight. Ooh, this should be a good one on Thursday Night Football. The Bengals and the Ravens. Are you kidding me? That should be good. All right, the Bears quarterback, Justin Fields, is expected to start Sunday against the Lions. He hasn't played since we knocked him out way back.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know how many weeks ago that was already. 5, maybe? Meanwhile, there are now 14 former Bison in the NFL, with 13 on active rosters. And then yesterday, rookie Spencer Wagey signed with the 49ers practice squad. So that gives you 14. Nice. Meanwhile, our Bison preparing to play their final regular season game on the road at Northern Iowa on Saturday. Of course, we'll have that game right here on your Bison Nation station. We also have the ultimate tailgate package for you to win. Yeah, maybe you're going to make the road trip. Maybe you're just going to go out to your driveway. But as Dave just pointed out, if you're on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com, that's what you could win. Look at all that meat.
Look at that stack of meat.
Look at all that booze.
Meat and booze. You could wipe off the sweat with the booze.
That's right. Plus, an autographed football from this year's Bison football team. It's all presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. For your chance to score this awesome prize pack, make sure you're a fan of the Fox on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. Look for that post right now. We will be drawing one lucky fan tomorrow. Meanwhile, our Bison men are back on the hardwood tonight. NDSU at Montana will have that for you live from Missoula with coverage beginning at 8 tonight, tip-off at 9, not only on your radio but on your phone, on your smart speaker, or online at 1079thefox.com. Last night on the hardwood, our Wolves, scorched by the Suns, 133-115. Wow. Draymond Green was still holding on to Rudy Gobert. He hasn't let go of that headlock yet.
That guy needs to go.
That made it difficult.
That was a chokehold more than a headlock.
Yeah, it sure was.
Yeah.
It sure was. That's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast again. Temps will be falling throughout the day with a low in the mid-20s tonight. Tomorrow's high back to the mid to upper 40s, and by Saturday, there's 50 again. Check it out for yourself at 1079thefox.com. We've got 43 at 712.
And another great debate. So in Europe, it's no big deal. So do you think women should be allowed to go topless if they so choose? if they're safe to, I guess. Leave your comment on our Facebook page at 1079thefox.com.
This morning at 9, stay tuned to The Fox for 60 minutes of commercial-free classic rock as we shut up and rock.
Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
We'll call it a great debate. I don't know how much of a debate it's going to really be.
Better not be about peas again.
No. It's something a little more meaty.
Oh, just absolutely shocking. But most men think women should be allowed to go topless in public.
Well, duh.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
Course.
Oh, dog eats bacon that got dropped on floor.
Yeah.
Shocking news.
Right, no kidding.
Liam Neeson's in a revenge film. Holy cats.
There's actually a small percentage that are undecided. Not sure who those.
Well, that's because they were asked in front of their wife. No.
Exactly right. All again it.
Listen, we're all about, equal rights and freedom of expression, that stuff, We can all go walking down the streets with our tops off.
Nobody wants to see me taking my shirt off, working on the
not.
deck.
But you know what? If we can do it, they can do it.
Yeah.
How do you feel when I tell you this, that 37% of women agree? About a little over a quarter feel that they should, too. They should be able to go topless in public.
Clearly, I don't know any of those.
Third, yeah, no.
I've seen some in Vegas that I don't think I should have.
I think it's a generational thing, because, older generation, like my mom's generation, they seem to be free with showing the boobs, especially at concerts and such.
Dirty hippies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
sure.
what that is. Sure.
Yeah, you'll see that for sure.
Yeah.
At the shows. Your mom out in the yard doing yard work?
I haven't seen my mom in a long time.
Showing her boobs.
Yeah.
Out in the yard.
Little son.
Need some help mowing the lawn, said Mom.
Get some young kid over there.
Yeah.
I'll do it, Mrs. Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And when we had that Motley Crue concert come through here not too long ago at the Fargo Dome, that's part of their show.
Yeah, there was a few boobies floating around, yeah.
Man. I bet 37% of the Fargo Dome was taking their tops off.
I was.
Yeah, but good for you.
I feel like it should be equal.
And that's it. How's it okay for us and not for brides?
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Equal rights, that's what I say.
You bet.
Well, again, not too shocking, but most men think women should be allowed to go topless in public.
Now, I'm going to carry that information around with me, right? Then you go to public places. Hey, darling, what do you think about this? Are you in this? By God, I am. And the top just comes right off. Perfect.
I'm cool if you're cool.
Yeah. And, of course, we're giving you the chance to sound off on this. Leave your comment now on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com, and we'll sort through all that in about 5 minutes.
You're listening to The Fox Morning Show.
Coming up next, Dave's Deep Thought.
107.9 The Fox.
Dave's Deep Thought, brought to you by Dave's West Fargo Tire.
Well, it's that time of year again, and just like winter arriving every year, you can rely on Dave's Tire for all your car repair needs. Dave's West Fargo Tire and Service is here to help you with everything from oil changes and tires to brake repair, check engine lights, and no-start situations. We look forward to helping you with whatever your vehicle needs. Give us a call at 277-8618 or stop by and see us at 1225 Main Avenue East in West Fargo. Your car will be glad you did.
Wow, get ready to get the meat sweats thanks to Valley Made Smoked Meats. Boy, they've got so many meats to pick from. Over 130 items that they have in distribution you'll find at your local grocery store.
Well, I'll tell you, Valley Meat's been at it since 1948 in West Fargo. Smoked sausage legs, smoked ham, and cooked deli meat, summer sausage, slab bacon. Man, they've been doing it for so long, and it's so good. You don't stay in business that long unless you got a quality product like they have at Valley Made, and quality meats and seafood.
Yeah, I highly suggest grabbing one of their hams for your Thanksgiving dinner table.
Absolutely. Soups, too. They have some pre-made soups that are just really top quality. Chicken wild rice, beer cheese. I mean, the list is long.
And again, you can win some of that meat with our Ultimate Tailgate Package. All you have to do is be a fan of The Fox on Facebook at 1079thefox.com, and we'll be drawing one lucky fan tomorrow. It's Valley Made Smoked Meats. Again, look for them in your local grocery store when you're shopping for your Thanksgiving Day feast.
Save $4,000 on a new Chevy Equinox at Gateway Chevrolet. Be ready for the weather ahead with a new Chevy Equinox from Gateway Chevrolet. The Chevy Equinox offers exceptional performance, a large interior, advanced technology, and excellent fuel efficiency. Right now, get $4,000 off a Chevy Equinox with trade. That's right, $4,000 off a new Chevy Equinox with trade at Gateway Chevrolet. Gateway Chevrolet. Find new roads. Details gatewayfargo.com. That's gatewayfargo.com. Theraldson Ethanol in Castleton, North Dakota is accepting applications for a grain operator. Responsibilities include loading and unloading raw materials in and out, as well as loading truck and rail ethanol. Also responsible for grain bin cleaning, inventory maintenance, and general grounds upkeep. Applicants must be able to lift up to 75 pounds. Theraldson Ethanol offers on-the-job training and an excellent benefits program, and a Monday through Friday 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. work week. Email your resume to hr@theraldsonethanol.com or apply online at theraldsonethanol.com.
And now it's time for Dave's Deep Thought with your radio pal, Dave Jacobs.
On 107.9, The Fox.
I can almost always tell when a movie doesn't use real dinosaurs.
Dave's Deep Thought.
107.9, The Fox. Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
On 107.9 The Fox.
Okay, again, we're calling it a great debate, but it is kind of one-sided with most of the men agreeing. But do you think women should be allowed to go topless in public like men can? We've got lots of comments.
I think it's dumb that you can't if you don't want to, but the problem is, would they be safe?
And that was brought up more than once.
Absolutely, yeah. Because there's a lot of morons in the world who think they could probably help themselves because they're hanging there.
Well, yeah, right. In fact, Carmen said too many men would take it as an invitation to grab and grope. They couldn't handle that kind of equality.
We're not used to that kind of equality. Maybe in Europe, but they are used to it.
Which that point was made several times too, and I didn't know this. Al said that they can in Canada. Al lives in Canada.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Listener Al, he's up in Canada, so they're not hung up on it so much there either, even though it's cold.
You said hung up. And then we've got some guys that say, of course, it's only fair, according to Jason. Jeremy said, set them free.
Yeah, you're not going to have any arguments from any of the gentlemen here that have been sounding off. But yeah, and Chuck said it too. It's all good if the females could remain safe. And in this society today, I don't think they can be protected, and that's sad. And Allison agreed. So hopefully, maybe when things eventually evolve and we get used to seeing boobs outside of the home.
My God, it's almost 2024, Dave. We're going to be going to Mars
the
soon.
21st century already. I mean, I don't go topless in public, and for good reason.
Right.
Right, right. Your boobs are probably not as big as mine. Casey said there should be a cup size limit on men. Men should wear a bra when they reach the B cup. The bro, you mean, Case.
Well, Zach said let's vote on a case-by-case basis for each gender.
Well, and Allison says it's actually legal in the state of Minnesota. It was fought hard for.
It is?
Who knew?
What?
Mm-hmm.
But then Keith made a good point. It's a little cold in Minnesota now.
Well, that's same in Canada. And Curtis Ness says go for it. Once the novelty wears off, seeing boobs everywhere, the world will go back to everyday normal. Just remember that you will not get just the perky ladies, so be careful what you ask for, LOL.
And then Eric said, let them flapjacks fly.
You bet. Fried eggs on a nail.
Yeah, right.
You bet. Very distracting.
All right, leave your comment on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. Again, do you think women should be allowed to go topless in public?
I think once we evolve past laughing at Uranus.
See, I can't do it.
Then we can evolve to having women be able to go shirtless outside of the home.
I'm not ready yet, Dave.
I don't think a lot of people are.
This is the Fox Morning Show.
Now, here's what's trending on 107.9 The Fox.
Well, we've got another video that's gone viral. This big brother is trying to soothe his baby sister.
Okay. How big is the big brother?
I would say he's about 3.
Oh, he's not that big.
No.
All right, big enough. Big to her.
And she's a newborn.
Sure.
So he's going to sing her a soothing lullaby.
Okay.
We will watch
It's a real calming song.
Good job.
Yeah. You're right, kid. That's a great song to rock somebody to sleep to.
Right. I mean, it's right there in the title.
That's right.
We will rock you. So he summoned his inner Freddie Mercury and soothed his baby sister. Well, okay, maybe not to sleep. She kept her eyes wide open the whole time.
She's like, what's up? Why am I being rocked so hard?
It's a real calming song.
Good job.
It's an awesome little video. We got to post it on our Facebook feed so you can check it out for yourself anytime you want. Just go right to the link at 1079thefox.com.
What are you wearing?
Sometimes you wear stretchy pants.
Why is that? Today is your day because it's National Fast Food Day.
Yes, fast food.
Not fast food, good food quickly.
Fast food, okay?
Yeah, I love fast food.
Fast food day.
Love burgers and fries.
Fried chicken, pizza. It is National Fast Food Day today.
Happy National Fast Food Day.
It's showtime.
Hey, I'm not afraid to give a shout out again over to Slim Chickens. Thanks for dropping off some goodies this week. That was a nice surprise.
Yeah, it was.
We're whores like that. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge.
Yeah, right. So fast food day, and it's almost the weekend. Oh, you shouldn't have.
Too much.
Yeah. But weather-wise, not our best day of the week, that's for sure. That Fox forecast with temps falling throughout the day. It's going to be windy, too. We'll see a low tonight in the mid-20s, and then we'll start to bounce back. We'll start to rally already tomorrow. Sunshine and mid to upper 40s, and by Saturday, 50 again. It's right there for you. Look at it. Beautiful. Got sunshine and all kinds of great pictures. So,
really do, yeah. Candid photos, you'll love it.
Yeah, it's all there at 1079thefox.com. 37 now at 8:05.
Real provocative stuff. Welcome to it. 16th day of November. Here's what's shaking on our Thursday morning. Boy, several fire crews have been battling a fire in Cuba Township, Becker County, after multiple hay bales caught on fire. First report came in around a little after noon yesterday. Fire departments from Clay and Otter Tail counties are assisting crews in Becker County. Crews have been staying on the scene throughout the night into this morning. Public is advised to avoid the area until further notice. That stuff just doesn't happen on its own. It's not like we had a lightning storm.
Yeah. Or, I know out in Cali sometimes those kind of things happen from cars because there's a lot of traffic.
Oh, people may be flicking a cigarette or something.
Or
too.
that too.
Yeah. Or deer smoking behind them.
Maybe that's what happened, Dave.
Maybe that's what happened to our deer population in Minnesota. We're over halfway through deer season, and the DNR says has a fairly good idea about this year's harvest numbers. It says we're down about 15% statewide on harvest after the opening weekend, but southern part of the state isn't too far off from the 5-year mean. However, population decreases up north are much more glaring. Specifically, the northeast and northwest parts of the state are down 35% and 22% respectively from that 5-year mean. So that's a decline. Sharp. The driver of a car stolen from a South Moorhead convenience store managed to get away on 3 tires after stop sticks were used on I-94. It's right out of a movie yesterday.
Yeah, that takes some skill, actually.
Well, I tell you why. The car was stolen from a Holiday Station store on 34th Street South by a female a little before 11 yesterday morning. A commercial vehicle inspector at MDOT at the weight scale east of Moorhead spotted the car. Deputy followed but did not pursue. Meanwhile, other law enforcement agencies could get into position to set up tire deflation equipment. Well, that worked, but they only got 1 tire. She kept going. Speeds went as high as 110 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
She actually got off at the I-94 at the Pelican Rapids exit. Holy cats. Drove east for a little while, then got back on 994. Law enforcement decided to end pursuit. She eventually entered the eastbound lanes and continued eastbound. Female and the car have not been found. American Farm Bureau Federation says the average Thanksgiving will cost $6.12 a person this year.
All right.
That's down 4.5% from last year.
Okay, so that's what I got to charge at the door?
That's what you get.
All right.
You bet. Cash only.
Yeah.
We don't take credit.
That's right.
The average person expects to gain 8 pounds over the holidays this year. That's up from 5.5 the same survey last year.
Oh, my God, really?
That's quite a bit.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well, if the food's cheaper, you're going to eat more, right?
And 66% of people say they're postponing being healthy until 2024.
That's the attitude.
There you go. Yes! Let the revolve and the titties begin.
I was healthy most of the year.
There we go. Christmas list PowerPoint presentations are getting trendy.
Those kids are too damn smart. That's what I tell you.
Mom, Dad, can I meet you in the living room? The idea is you get more stuff if you present your list to your parents in a more organized way.
Okay.
I think yeah. A 57-year-old woman just pleaded guilty to larceny, trespassing, and disturbing the peace. She's been crashing strangers' weddings for 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
And this, at least 3 states. She's been going in there, ripping off gift cards, ripping off this, and then finally, this last time in September, a lady came back because she forgot something, and that's when they caught her.
Oh.
And she's been doing this. Yeah, they busted her. Wow. Crazy. Scientists in China created a glowing chimp.
What? A glowing chimp?
Glowing chimp. So if you want to go to a rave, you can bring a chimp now, I guess. Yeah. They're messing around in the labs over there if they're coming out with a glowing chimp.
This is how Planet of the Apes
exactly
started.
How it happens. And now I can see them in the dark when they're coming after me.
What the?
And then today, of course, is the Great American Smokeout. Today's the day.
I did not know that.
Tommy Chong calls it Thursday. There's your news for now.
That used to be a way bigger deal.
That was a huge deal.
Yeah.
When I was in school, that was a big deal.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I remember when I first got into radio, which is quite a while
when
ago.
I smoked and I was in school, that was a big deal.
Had to go outside.
Yes, I did. Out to the parking lot over at Cumberland Farms across the street.
Right by the tether balls.
Yeah.
All right. Your headline's brought to you by JDP Electric. There's only one place you should trust with your home electrical needs, and that's JDP Electric. Call 232-1991 today to experience the JDP difference. If you want to fill your fridge for the holidays, keep listening. That keyword coming up here at 8:15. Your sports schedule for today, next.
Based on the timeline, we didn't think we'd be able to have him very much in the building, and he's already been in a bunch of quarterback meetings, and I know him and Josh have talked a lot, and him and I have talked a lot. I just asked him, I want you to be involved. I want you to be around our team, be around. He's going to start traveling when he gets cleared to do that, and I think it'll just be a huge bonus for everybody to have him around.
You bet our coach on Captain Kirk in the building, hanging with the team. He was serving Thanksgiving Day meals earlier this week while he was on his scooter still, recovering from that Achilles tear. After he's done with this, he's going to go and be Father Time, or maybe Father Christmas. I mean, that's the kind of guy he is.
I believe that. I do, yeah.
So good to see Kirk is still, again, involved, for sure. And a lot of chatter out there that they're going to be bringing him back for next season, but obviously we're going to have to see how this all plays out. But meanwhile, another familiar face is back in the building. Anthony Barr officially signed, but he's going to be wearing a new number, 54. 55, his old number's in use. So the next best number he thought would be 54. That's, of course, Eric Kendrick's old number. And he even called him for his blessing on that.
Respect.
Yeah, Kendrick's, of course, over there playing with the Chargers, so he said, sure. He didn't need to do that, but he did. The Vikings will be playing the Broncos this Sunday night. 2 hot teams, Vikings coming in, 5 straight wins, the Broncos 3 straight wins. Who would have thought that between those two teams? At the beginning of the year when the Vikings started 0-3 and the Dolphins hung 70-some points on the Broncos, and now these two are the 2 hottest teams in the NFL?
Boy, talk about any given Sunday, right?
Yeah, right. Week 11, though, starts tonight. Thursday Night Football is going to be a good one. The Bengals and the Ravens. Are you kidding me? That should be real good. Meanwhile, the Bears quarterback, Justin Fields, is expected to start this Sunday against the Lions. I'm going to be cheering for the Bears this time. It doesn't happen too often.
Nope. There's no helping them. We need to knock down the Lions a little bit.
Yeah, who would have ever thought of that? We're chasing the Lions. Meanwhile, there are now 14 former Bison in the NFL, 13 on active rosters. Yesterday, rookie Spencer Wagee signed with the 49ers practice squad. So, there you go, Spencer. Meanwhile, our Bison football team preparing to play that final regular season game down there at Northern Iowa on Saturday. Doesn't mean you still can't tailgate. Do it right there in your driveway. We've got the Ultimate Tailgate Package up for grabs again, presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. You could win free meat, free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team. For your chance to score this prize pack, make sure you're a fan of the Fox on Facebook, and we'll be drawing one lucky fan tomorrow. You can see part of that prize pack right now on our fan page on Facebook.
Check it out.
Dave, give them the van away.
I'm over here fingering the pepper jack cheese sausage right now.
Our Bison men back in action tonight. We'll have that game for you live from Missoula, Montana. Coverage at 8, tip-off at 9 here on your Bison Nation station, not only on your radio, but on your phone, on your smart speaker, or online at 1079thefox.com. Last night on the hardwood floor, the Suns scorched our Wolves 133-115. But again, you got Draymond Green still draped all over Rudy Gobert. Yeah, they still haven't been able to release that chokehold that he had on him. That's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast again today. Windy, temps are falling, so kind of an ugly day today. Our low tonight in the mid-20s, but we'll bounce back as early as tomorrow with sunshine in mid to upper 40s, and by Saturday, around 50. Check it out for yourself at 1079thefox.com. It's 37 right now.
We want to fill your fridge for the holidays. Hooked up with Cash-Wise Foods, always saving you more. Your first keyword of the day coming up next.
Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
All right, so Farley, I heard you were trying to convince our coworker, Courtney, who's a Packer fan, to jump on the Vikings bandwagon.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a good time for any Packer fan really, to jump on the Vikings bandwagon.
Yeah, it would be for sure. Or a Detroit fan, because what's his name, Jameson Williams, is putting McFlurry on his burger. You can't support a team like that.
Ish.
Yeah, they got their own problems.
No kidding.
But I don't see a clear path to what the Packers have been used to over the last 20-some years.
Right.
I think they're in for some rough years ahead here for a while.
Good. I'm happy about that.
I think the future looks pretty bright right now for the Vikings. I mean, we got an abundance of quarterbacks all of a sudden.
Right, yeah. And I don't know if I've mentioned this with you guys or not, but I was like, at this point, it's too bad if it does end this way, but I think we just have to say thank you to your service for Kirk and be done with it. Get on the Dobbs train here.
Boy.
I mean, look what he's done so far. Obviously, maybe some luck involved. I don't know. But he's young, he's mobile, he's smart. Let's keep him and let's move on. Let's have a young quarterback
until NASA takes him.
Yeah, right.
Brings him to Mars.
Yeah, but that would be next year.
Yeah.
They're talking about him going on a Mars mission in October.
No, he'll be having too much fun with KOC and all of us fans. He won't want to go to Mars.
We need to launch a disinformation campaign with NASA against him.
But that would be our luck, don't you think?
It would.
As a Vikings fan, we finally got a guy, and he's going to Mars.
Going to Mars.
He doesn't get hurt. We don't trade him. He's heading to space. For God's sake, man.
We're going to preserve him. We're going to use him in 10 years. He'll be the same age.
God, we can never have anything nice.
But now, when you were talking to Courtney, he had told me this, and Courtney brought something up I never even thought of. He said they're going to get Kirk next year.
He did say that.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? You can have him. I mean, nothing against Kirk. He's been great, especially this year. But I'd rather go the young side of things right now and have somebody who's mobile. I mean, you look at what's happened in these last couple of games with so many of the plays that have been because he's mobile. That wouldn't have happened before.
And the guys like Houdini.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
We're not used to having a quarterback that gets out of trouble like that and has got some legs and is smart and knows about space and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Well, we've never had that.
Never.
Yeah. Our last mobile quarterback, he had a thing for houseboats. Remember?
Oh, jeez Louise.
Old sausage fingers himself. Yeah, I think he's in a rascal now. That's the only mobility about him.
Dante could get out of trouble, but he also found his way into trouble with a houseboat.
I think that'd be perfect, right? Granted, Favre came from the Jets to us, but let's go ahead and give the Packers back something.
I don't know. Does Kirk really deserve that, though?
No, he doesn't. Why would we do that to him?
Right?
Yeah. Why don't we just give him a good case of diarrhea while we're at it? Some raw, uncooked chicken.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.